you've chosen the guy, and before you even like started the game, you already knew he wasn't going to get no minutes. You made that choice.
But listen, Anthony,
you made that. So for me, what was the point of bringing him to the school? What's the point of bringing him into the fold? What
Make
was
up
the
the
point?
numbers, innit? Make up the numbers.
Let's counselling players, man.
To me, Griff, it looks like one of those typical, let's put the black geezer in so we've reached the quota for the month.
Yeah. Quota, bro.
That's what it looks like to me.
It's stopping and going for some place somewhere else.
At the end of the day, bro, how can you, like Marcus says, my man he's played, how many Premiership games have we played now? 6, 7? 6?
Yeah. He's almost
and he started every one of them for Brentford, every single one of them.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw doesn't start week in, week out for Man United, but he can play an international.
Wow.
Harry Maguire doesn't play week in, week out for Man United, but he can make the squad and make the starting 11. Gareth Southgate, you're a plunk. You're a joke. Peak players on form. No. I've been saying it. Well, I'm saying this last season, Raj. Remember hold on. Who was the geezer? Right there.
Affinity Extra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Extra.
Yeah, people, this is your boy here, Roger Van Moorinho, Affinity Extra, celebrating gospel music of Black Origin, and just doing a quick international break. Podcast, catching up on what's happening over internationally and how we feel as internationally, because we've had the rise of the king, and I had a little giggle because I for some crazy reason I was listening to Talk Sport when they played the national anthem. I'm sure the woman who was singing said Queen a couple of times in it, man. So I was like, I was giggling to myself. God save her, you know what I'm saying? It was quite fun anyway. So yeah, but obviously I weren't really singing it at the same time. So I was putting it out there anyway. Still, yeah, and we're gonna give the reason why as well. Still, yeah, because I think. International wise, guys, I don't know about DJ Marks because he's got a dual citizenship, so you know what I mean. So he grew up partly somewhere else as well. So I don't know if Brazil was the country there, but just growing up, man, Brazil was the team. International break, the first thing you look for is Brazil. I don't know if it's the same for you, Mark.
It was always like Brazil, and if it wasn't Brazil, I was looking at Netherlands.
Yeah, bro, same, yeah. He's one of the two. And this is crazy, guys, and I think they have to realize, like, bro, for me, what I don't think people are recognizing is that the fact that basically why I think we need to deal with this. I'll give you an illustration, guys. I got an Italian shirt. You see me wear my Italian shirt, guys, yeah? The reason why I like Italian football is because the Gazzetta, yeah? The Gazzetta came out, and this new side, Gazzetta Football, came out. Gazza was on his way to Lazio, and then all of a sudden you see these icons of Milan. Inter Milan, you got AC Milan. It wasn't Milan, you just called it AC Milan versus Inter Milan. Yeah. You got Germany versus the Hood, you know what I'm saying, which is the Holland, when you had Rijkaard and Holy, you know what I mean. And you seen when there wasn't many black players, but you seen the best of the best. Oh, okay. So, yeah, listen. Auntie's getting so guys, this is gonna go south now, yeah, because Auntie's jumping in now. So we're gonna talk about why do black people don't support England. But you gotta understand that we were supporting. I just gravitated to that. So I wore my Italian shirt now in Costa. So I'm just walking randomly, before the Queen died. So you're talking about 4 weeks ago, still, yeah. Let me just bring Anthony into here. Sorry, Anthony, we're just bringing in an illustration of a situation that I was in the other day still, yeah? Let me just bring you in. All right, cool. So I'm there walking with my Italian shirt. You know the Italian shirt, Anthony, that I wear, yeah? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, bro? Ooh, oh no, he has got the audio up here anyway. So yeah, so I'm walking into Italian shirt. So I bought my Costa coffee, yeah? Big up to Costa Coffee. And I got my cup now. And this old guy turns around to me and he says, why are you wearing an Italian shirt? And I'm looked at him like, what about our England shirt? And I was like, let me just hold my peace and walk out to this place with peace and quiet. Because there's a whole heap of reasons why. Why would I? Oh, did you forget the fact that basically you booed John Barnes off the pitch when I was a kid? What, sitting there embarrassed in front of my TV, seeing John Barnes when England lost 1-0 to Uruguay? Yeah, I remember this to this day at home, at Wembley, and the booed Barnes every time we touched the ball. And we still do it to this very, very day, last year with the Euros. So
I have to say, you don't need to go that far back, really, because you just have to look at the most recent events to see that things are still very much as strong now in terms of how they treat us and all that kind of stuff. So you don't have to go that far. It's almost like, you know, they say like fishes have like, you know, some fishes have like a 3-second memory span.
If you count, man.
It's almost like that.
Yeah. What's okay? Well, Anthony, we can hear. I said, Anthony, can you hear us?
Sorry. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, bro.
Okay, good. Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, safe. All right, then.
Greetings, Marcus. Greetings, my brother.
What's going on?
All right.
Yeah, man, my debo.
All right. So.
I see your mate H is quivering now that I put the Madrid story out. He's absolutely backtracking.
we're getting that on the outro, bro. We're doing international stuff here as well. International story, yeah. But the thing is, as you said, Marcus, yeah, we see recent times how why should we support England? Now, if you support England, people do what you will, yeah, do what thou will. But for me, I have even more less desire now to support England. Yeah, you do nothing to make me feel good. And when I'm seeing the recent friendlies and the team selection, we've gone back to Terry Venable days or something like that. Still, yeah, I feel like
mate, bro. Can I nip in? Can I get involved here now?
Yeah, go. yeah.
Let's go. England. I'll tell you why we shouldn't support England, and this is black or white. I'm not even going to go on the cultural thing.
Go on.
Because England do not pick players on form; they're picking brethrens. They're picking brethrens, fam. Now, let's go through the England squad. Harry Maguire started the last two friendlies. How can a man start 2 friendlies for his country and he doesn't play week in, week out for his club? Joke. Here's the next one. The world-class baller named Jared Bowen from world-class West Ham makes the England squad. But my brethren, Jadon Sancho, ripping it up for Borussia Dortmund, Champions League player. Going on with things for Man United this season, goals and assists. Can't get in the England squad. But I won't even say Jared Bowen, world-class Jared Bowen from West Ham. No assists, no goals. He's in the World Cup squad. He's in the squad. So that's why I'm telling you, fans, don't support England, because your manager is a clown. He's picking brethrens. You know, if you want to listen, let's not get it twisted. Yeah. This is a team that got to the semi-final of a World Cup. This is the team that got to a final of a Euros. So really and truly, going into this next World Cup, England is supposed to be talking, we're going to win this. Facts. Yeah. We're supposed to be going, we're going to win this. Yeah? Now, how comes then this man's going in with the squad of players that don't play? That don't play football? That is pathetic. Brazil ain't doing that. France ain't doing that. And all these other top baller nations. So do England think they're that good, right, that they can pick Tosh and think they're going to win things?
But, you know, and this is a valid point Anti's raised, because I watched the Dutch team. I looked at the starting team, the Dutch team that played against Belgium. There's no De Jong, yeah. They even, and this is scary, you know, Holland all of a sudden has got a decent squad. You know what I'm saying? I know they gradually got there, but if you think about it,
Holland have always had a decent squad, you know.
They're always missing.
Have always had good squads, bro. It's just that, you know, there's that always they have that underbelly of unrest in the Dutch. You know how it goes. The underbelly of unrest. And also, you know, the Dutch. I don't know what's going on in the Dutch FA. I don't know what goes on with the Dutch FA about black. Well, you hear conflicting issues. You hear conflicting issues and that regarding. But for me, the Dutch have got to be up there as well.
Oh, no,
on
paper, yeah.
Going back to the thing, you see, a big world-class manager like Van Gaal.
Yeah.
Now, let's be real. Van Gaal is a world-class manager. He's been there, done it, and got the trophy. He's won big trophies in his career.
Yeah, cool.
Gareth Southgate has just got to big parties. That's all he's done. He's gone to big parties, but he's never won big trophies as a manager. I feel sorry for him in the sense that the press are hounding him. Why are you going to hand a man who's took your team to a semi-final of a World Cup and the Euro finals? You shouldn't be hounding him as a manager. Yes, be critical, but you shouldn't be hounding him the way they are. But at the same time, I understand he deserves the hounding because he's the idiot who's picking Harry Maguire. He's the idiot who's picking Jared Bowen over these players. Jadon Sancho, he hasn't done what he's done at Dortmund yet. No, he hasn't, but he's a lot better than he was last year. But one thing I know is this, he's a lot better than Jared Bowen. On his day or off his day, now right about now, man's on his day because he's scoring goals in the Premiership and in the Europa League. So why isn't he in the squad? Gareth.
But this is the thing though, it's like this issue with the England squad has been going on for a minute. This is not nothing new. Even if you take the whole cultural thing out of it, right? There's certain man that should have got into the England squad over the years that didn't get picked because the favourites were always
because
on
of
paper
bridging.
first.
It's that bridging thing, bro. It's that bridging thing. And the best example is this. How can Ivan Toney be called to the England squad and don't get a minute? What was the point?
To make sure,
What's the point?
Make sure Jamaica can't get in.
Do you think France picked players just to join up in the squad, or they pick players that play them?
And that's the thing
Bro,
as well. Like,
they played them.
In the last England game, right? If he wanted to say to himself, you know what, I want to give us the best chance going forward. This is our last chance to try and make it. And he didn't play Tony because he was like an unknown variable in a sense in terms of England appearances. Then I can understand. The Germany game, you got nothing to lose. You're already gone. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're already relegated. It's just it's obviously I know there's a whole big thing. Germany versus England is never friendly, really. It's always a big thing between those countries.
Yeah, 100%.
But still, the tournament's done. Do you know what I'm saying? For you not to even say, last 5 minutes, or not even extra time. Let me throw a man on. Let him just stretch his legs. It's a bit deep.
Yeah. No, bro. But the thing is, Tomori. Let's be real, bro. What does Tomori have to do to go in his team? Are they stopping him from going to play? Is it Nigeria he could play for, bro? He just needs to go and play somewhere. Because he could be, bro, if he's Nigerian descent, and I think he could be, his parents could be, I'm just looking at the name going, is that a Nigerian surname, yeah? Bro, I just say, brother, you could be at the World Cup with Nigeria right now, playing centre-back for Nigeria. You know what I mean? And, African teams do need a couple, a centre-backs now and again. But you could be, because they didn't make the World Cup today. They lost to Ghana. I don't know how they lost that. Sorry, that's my bad anyway. But Tomori could have been in that defence, yeah? But the reality show is that, he could be playing for Nigeria. Simple thing still, bro.
Yeah, he's born to Nigerian parents. Born in Canada, but was Nigerian parents.
He could be playing for Canada. Right, boy, if he's born in Canada, bro, he could be going to World Cup with Canada. Hey, bro, let's be real. Like Canada's going on with bro. Next to Alphonso Davies, bro. You got a team that's guaranteed to beat everybody, and the only two games you got to worry about is Mexico and USA, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, Canada is smart because they've got a small population, but they're really infused into football through the immigrant population. They really fused it. They really said, you know what, still, if you're black, you could be Nigerian, you could be Ghanaian, you could be this, you could be that, you could be Caribbean, you could be this, and they've literally got, okay, you guys love football, we make it work. The USA now are producing youths out of immigrant populations and the army populations in Germany. Like, they've kind of really built on that now. You know what I'm saying? And so they're going into things. So tomorrow you should have gone and played for next to Alphonso Davies, bro. Like,
but a lot of these players make that same mistake. For them, the highlight is getting into the England squads. Some of them probably don't even give it a second thought about playing for these other countries. As long as England is even sniffing.
Bro, I don't know if they just get the wine or the juice. You know what I mean? I don't know if anyone's watched Get Out. It just reminds me of Get Out. You get me, still, bro. Watch the movie Get Out, and that's the black footballers when it comes to there. But we don't want to make it a culture issue. It is an issue where the foreign players don't make, but it seems to always affect the culture. You know, dare I want to hurt two people's hearts? But we had to show is let's look at the past. The likes of Defoe being left at the squad, getting England to the to a championship and being left at the squad.
Ian, right?
No loyalty, man. The list go. And the thing is, Tammy Abrahams and Tomori should have. Listen, man. Italy played a second string team. It is now top of won the group, bro. Won the group, yeah. And they just got knocked out the World Cup. Mancini's like this. He understands this, and I don't know about you, but I think the Nations League is added some spice to international friendlies. And on TalkSport, they're saying, we're not bothered about this, man. He's just glorified friendlies. Listen, it stepped up the game when it comes to friendlies, because friendlies are usually some dead games, but now these are not so dead. You know what I mean? And I think that it's a great competition.
Regardless of what worth it may have or not, let's be real. When it comes to football and you're talking about international games, countries like to have bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? England will always like to be Germany. Germany always like to be England. All these kind of things, right? There's always going to be bragging rights. So whether it's Nations League or not, I mean, obviously World Cup every 4 years. Nation League will play more friendlies. You know what I'm saying? Before then and stuff like that. But the bragging rights alone is enough to make these things competitive. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I was saying earlier, England versus Germany can never be a friendly. There's just too much history there. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, 100%, man. That's not a friend. But they wouldn't set that friendly up though, Marcus. You know, in normal times, we don't. That's not a friendly. That's called. Only in competitive times we'll set you up. So that's what I like about the Nation Leagues. It forces teams like England to stop hiding behind the dead groups that you're coming through and play some big balling teams and get a real picture of who you are. And the things with the Nation Leagues is put them in the league where you're playing against teams that are decent. Not no more. Jamaica come and do a little friendly against us and let's batter them 5-1. You know what I'm saying?
The key thing that you said there as well. The word is team. I've been saying this for donkey's years, right? That I like to see England lose because I want them to understand that the England team is not as good as they believe it is. What they've got a handful of decent players which are individuals, but they've never had a manager.
Half decent.
They haven't. For me,
half
they've never had a
Marcus, not even decent, half decent.
But they've never really had a manager for me that has really cemented the players as a team to play for their country. That's why when you see they play against people like Romania and some of these other places where you think to yourself they should dominate, the Romanians look more skillful. Their passing ability seems more on point. You know what I'm saying? And there's a togetherness that they play. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when I'm watching some of the recent Ukraine games, we know that obviously the players were giving it a lot more because of what's going on. They're trying to do it for their country and stuff like that. I'm thinking England players don't play that kind of heart.
No. And they don't play that sort of ability.
You know what the problem is? One of the problems, the biggest problems, I think you just hit it on the head. When you check the foreign countries to England, remember, the Premier League is the richest league in the world, so the richest players come from England. All those players, the real ballers we talk about, are not getting half the pay that these mediocre English players are getting.
Go, what are you saying, Atif?
Yeah, and I'm saying, because of that, and that's what it is, the England players, it's all about, there's no prestige playing for their country. Whereas them other countries, it's prestigious to play for them. Look how the Brazilians go on, Rog.
Yeah.
When there's a call-up, you could have a Champions League final, they're going to their country. Nothing comes before their country. Nothing comes before their country, bruv. Nothing. England ain't like that, bruv. And I'm showing you why I'm saying the English players are greedy. When the COVID was on, and I remember, and sorry, Rog, it just happens to be Man United, and they said Man United players have donated COVID £10,000 between the squad of 25. £10,000 between 25 multi-millionaires. That's the best you could get.
That's not even half in play, bro. That's Sunday school money, bro.
And this is the problem. That's what I'm saying, bro. English players, it's all about the dough, bro. It's all about the money, and that's why they are. The team, the manager doesn't pick the team, and ethically, he picks brethren, and he even come out and said it. He said, it's very unlikely Ivan Toney's going to play. He has to train more with the group and get the confidence of the group before he can play a game. That is what the England manager said, you know.
Let me say two things on what you said there, Angie. The first thing, which I think the key thing about when you're looking at the real ballers, when you look at the Premiership right now and you think to yourself, who are the best footballers in the Premiership? Yeah, right.
All foreigners.
Top five. Yeah, they're not from the English team.
Yeah.
You start mentioning names like De Bruyne, you know, Silva and Van Dijk and all them kind of men that you know what I'm saying? The only one that I might get a look in there is Harry Kane. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than that,
other than that, Bridging, let's be real. If you go to the top 5 nations in world football, the top 5, so we'd say Brazil, France, Argentina, Brazil, France, Argentina, who else? Spain, don't know. Germany, don't know. But the point is this. How many England players out of the England 25 squad will get into those squads? As Marcus just says, probably Harry Kane at best.
Yeah. I mean, even taking it further, if we say take the top 6 teams in the Premiership right now, and out of those 6 teams, you say who are their best 2 players, you still aren't going to get, unless it's Tottenham, you're still not going to get the top 2 being English players.
Even then, guys, if I'm a defender, let me be real with you, I'm a defender in the World Cup now, I'm facing Brazil. I know, say, I'll be sweating more playing against Richarlison than I'm playing against Harry Kane. Richarlison is going to work me, he's going to pull me everywhere, I'm not even going to be able to lift up my head. But Harry Kane, he's okay. He'll play midfield and do little passes to. I'm just worried about Sterling and Foden. The thing is for me is now Harry Kane living off. I rate him, but we're building a team around a player who, for me, is he world class?
No,
because
let me say this here, right?
He's won nothing, bro. My thing is this, man. Players that are world class win something, Even Hadji, look at players like Hadji. Let's go back into history. Hadji, Stoichkov, big ballers, you know, bro, and they go and they win trophies. Is Harry Kane Ronaldo? He's gone and won trophies. Messi is won trophies.
Okay, you know what? To answer
Best,
your question, if you look at the England team now, and you say to yourself, can Harry Kane lead the England team to a trophy? My answer would be no. And it's not just solely based on him. It's based on the whole team dynamic. But in terms of that firstly, he's the England captain, and then secondly, in terms of him leading that front line, I don't know if he's the guy to lead them to a trophy. Now, when you look at the other teams, you say even over the past 5-10 years, say can Ronaldo lead Portugal to a trophy? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Can Neymar and then man lead Brazil to a trophy? You would say yes. You know what I'm saying? Messi and Portugal, can De Bruyne and Hazard lead Belgium? You know what I'm saying? Even they don't do it, but you're going there thinking that man could do something.
They could do something.
I don't have that same feel for a Harry Kane. Do you know what I'm saying? And even if I take the weight off him and say, you know what, let me look at who they might consider to be the top players in the England squad. Maybe your Fodens, your Sterlings and stuff like that. Even though Sterling's a brother, I still got to pull it out there. I don't feel we have that player to pull them over the line and say, they're going to get them the trophy. So I think them being relegated for me is probably the best thing that could happen to them, because now they're forced to look at themselves and think, okay, we need to, obviously, if we want to do better and show ourselves better, we need to come again. And the only way to come again is to start picking a team that will play as a team, and stop picking, like Anne said, stop picking bedrooms. Who's on form? This thing about Ivan Toney not getting a minute because he needs to play the squad. Play the squad for what? The guy's playing week in, week out for Brentford. He's playing better than more games than Maguire is right now.
Bro,
do you know what I'm saying? I don't get it. And international as well, for me, is more intense than the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, I don't understand that chain of thought. But to do, man, to play a squad, you've chosen the guy, and before you even started the game, you already knew he wasn't going to get no minutes. You made that choice.
But is it Anthony?
You made that. So for me, what was the point of bringing him to the squad? What's the point of bringing him into the fold. What
Make
was
up the
point?
numbers, innit? Make up the numbers.
There's counselling players, man.
To me, bruv, it looks like one of those typical, let's put the black geezer in so we've reached the quota for the month.
Yeah. Quota, bro.
That's what it looks like to me.
It's stopping and going for some place somewhere else.
At the end of the day, bro, how can you, like Marcus says, my man he's played, how many Premiership games have we played now? 6, 7? 6?
Yeah. He's almost
And he started every one of them for Brentford, every single one of them.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw doesn't start week in, week out for Man United, but he can play an international.
Wow.
Harry Maguire doesn't play week in, week out for Man United, but he can make the squad and make the starting 11. Gareth Southgate, you're a plunk. You're a joke. Peak players on form. No. I've been saying it. I was saying this last season, Raj. Remember? Hold on. Who was the geezer? Right there. Jadon Sancho was getting picked. Who was going on with things? Damari Gray, remember?
Oh, yeah. I remember. Actually, yeah. Damari was going on fire.
Pick players on form. This is what England don't do. That is why they get relegated from Group A. 1, because they're not good enough. Yeah, and 2, because you got an idiot manager who doesn't want to see the team improve. He just wants to go with his mates. You can't find better defenders than Carl Walker. You can't find a better striker than Tammy Abrahams or whatever. No, I don't want to hear it. You ain't got a better left back than Luke Shaw.
Listen,
you can't find a better winger than the geezer from West Ham. What's his name again?
Bowen. Yeah, man.
You can't find better than that.
Nah, but it looks like, bro. The thing is, but Anthony, the question is this: we just raised. Let me ask you straight: is Harry Kane world class?
Something's meant to say,
because
but I have to be honest. Harry Kane's world class, bro.
Bro, has he? Does world class players end their career with no trophies?
I can't really remember many of them.
Can you remember any?
I can't remember many of them.
Give me one who's ended a trophy. We talk about Stoichkov.
There's no time to think. We're really trying to think. But Romario won World Cups, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying to you, bro. You think of every...
Wait, what was the last... When was the last time Tottenham won a cup?
Even Hadji...
Romario won with Barcelona, though, bro. He played with Stoichkov at Barca.
But PSV...
You understand?
When he's at PSV, he was doing things. And you look at Hadji won things. So you look at all these world-class players in all these teams, bro. Stoichkov for Bulgaria. So you look at world-class... When you got your talisman, when you got your Stoichkov, when you got your Hadjis, they know how to win. Harry does not know how to win.
I think Harry's problem from me... No, he should have moved.
Ali problems. There you go. Marcus is just hitting the nail on the head. He's a joke, bro. He has to look at himself, bro. He has to look at himself because at the end of the day, bro, you're a footballer. Your career doesn't last that long. So at the end of the day, bro, you're coming up with numbers, 25s, 28s, 30s every year in, year out. But the team that you're playing for is nowhere near a league title. You're supposed to leave, bro. He's and this is what I'm saying. He lacks ambition. He's a spineless geezer, bro.
You know what? Yeah,
only because Man City put the feeler out that they wanted him. He didn't come out and say, "Oh, I want to leave Tottenham because I want to win trophies." He didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's what big players would do.
Here's the thing
that a big player would do.
Yeah.
There's two things which I've always said that I don't like in football, or I don't agree with in football. One year, right? This thing, like if you see I play for example, I play for Liverpool. And then I moved to Man United, right? And then I score in the Liverpool versus Man United game. I can't celebrate because I used to play for Liverpool. I've never agreed with that. If I score, I'm celebrating regardless.
I don't care, bro. I'm playing. If I play for Liverpool, I used to play for Man United and I score. I'm celebrating. I care.
Yeah. So that's the first thing, And the second thing is, this thing of players almost allowing fans and the club to dictate their thing. Because there's some players, in all honesty, in agreement with Ant, that based on the numbers they're putting up or based on their performances, they really should be at a club where they win anything. I mean, as much as I love Liverpool, right? I knew Steven Gerrard had to leave there because he deserved to win a Premier League. You know what I'm saying? No, the guy deserved to win a Premier League. So I'm thinking, if he had gone to United at the time or Chelsea, I wouldn't. I couldn't blame the guy because the guy, he was a loyal servant for Liverpool, especially in the latter part of his career when the club was still knocking. I'm thinking, bro, you deserve a title. Go and see if you can do something. So I've never been one of them things like, they get threatened online about, if you leave us, this, that. It's nonsense.
It's ruining. But guys, look at look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a talisman for Portugal. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And remember, he's a good almost 10 years older than Harry Kane. Yeah, I've seen the score lines. You know, when the video printer, we call it the traditional video printer, and you're seeing Portugal's losing 1-0 to Moldova with 5 minutes to go, and the next minute you look. A hat-trick by Ronaldo with 5 minutes to go. You know
the winning 3-1, and Ronaldo's got three.
So that is what you call.
That's the difference. That's the difference. But you know, like I says, bro, for me, Raj, with Harry Kane, he is world class. Unfortunately, he's world class, but he lacks ambition, bro. He lacks ambition because when you're putting up numbers like that, and you see your clubs not matching your ambition, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. And Harry Kane is what, 28, 29. I tell you what, if Harry Kane gets the transfer at a time, he better thank his lucky stars, bro.
Okay, if he gets wins over the gap,
he better thank his lucky stars, because let's be real, he's 28, 29 now. Barcelona ain't got, I think, his best bet, Bayern Munich, if I'm being really honest.
That'd be a good one, actually. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we lost you there, Anthony. Okay. Sorry, Anthony.
Over than Bayern. I can't see. Yeah?
1 second, we can't hear you a bit still, yeah? He's at the Erdington.
Again?
He's at Erdington, bro. I can hear you now. What are you saying? Other than Bayern what? Bayern Munich?
No, I'm in Great Bar.
Oh, you're on my side there? All right, cool. You were saying. Oh, we're losing you a bit there.
Oh, okay. Other than Bayern Munich, I can't see where Harry Kane's going to go. Yeah. No? Any better?
Yeah, I can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. You're right, bro. I think Bayern Munich will be a good move for him. You know what I'm saying? Because they just need that focus point, because they've got bare fast players around him anyway. Still, yeah.
At this point in his career, the MLS is a good move for him, because at least
that's cold.
You know, the guy just needs some trophies, Bob.
That's cold. That is straight cold, bro. That is straight up cut.
The man just needs something on his cabinet, Bob. He ain't got anything there.
Bro, man can't even say PSG, you know.
them runner-up medals and stuff like that, yeah, right? That's what he's spotting, because how many times he's done Champions League final once, isn't it? Was it Champions League final?
Yeah. Champions League final, and when he was injured. And
Champions League final, when Pochettino picked his mate instead of the geezer in form, the geezer scored the house who took them there, the black man. But I just wanted to put it out there, yeah?
Yeah. You put it out there, bro.
Just wanted to put it out there, bro. Had to be put out there because, you know, Harry Kane should not have played. But you see, this is what I'm trying to show you with footballers, bro. Selfish players are now. You know you're not fully fit. I'm the star player. Roger's come in and done the job, scored a hat-trick, but I know I'm not fully fit. Now, you see, as a footballer, this is what you got to be honest. I'm going to say, Gaffer, as much as it's the Champions League on, I'm not fully fit, you know, so go with Roger. And that's being real. Because you know why? Because I'm putting the team first. It's not about me. It's about the team. Harry Kane can't tell me he did that. He can't tell me he did that when he played for Tottenham in the Champions League final. He thought about himself first, bro. And Pochettino did as well.
That's for yo. But this is the Harry Kane saga. But listen, guys, listen. I don't want to spend. I spend too much of the show on England, man, because I don't really support England as we defined. We're looking forward for a Brazil. The reality show is the largest population of black people outside of Africa is in Brazil, and it's one of the highest in the world. And you always wonder why there's a kindred spirit, even though they face all the racism, the last place that get to stop slavery, and all them different things like that. Still, yeah, there's bare black people. And we just have that kinship. I don't know if it's because of Pelé. I don't know if it's because of seeing Yazima. I don't know if it's seeing, you know, iconic black players with afros back in the day. I don't know what it is with Brazil. We just go with Brazil. Will Brazil?
I think it's the amount of blacks in there.
Yeah, black and brown.
We relate to anything black, if you know, because if you remember when Cameroon got to the World Cup when they played England.
Oh, bro, it's Cameroon all day, bro.
I had black women telling me they're watching football. Not because you understand what I'm saying? Because of the blackness. So it's black. Yeah. It really is. We relate to the blackness.
Yeah. You remember
people relate to the blackness.
You remember when Cameroon beat Argentina? When in that,
Yes, I do. Pompidou in goal.
Yeah, man, and Carnegie got kick up like there's no tomorrow, bro. And the man, I remember when the guy took off his top and he ripped up like sort of thinking, man, that's a black man body. Yeah, black man body come off. It was like, never seen that before. I says, yeah, get used to it, man. But the one thing is, Brazil, they don't have the roll off the name stars that we used to. They don't have Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Ronaldo. You know, they don't have the 3 R's. They don't have that this time. But I do feel that this is a US World Cup.
You know what, Raj? I think for Brazil, I think it's better for them that they don't have all those names.
Yeah. Because they have the force to play them.
When you got all those names, comes added pressure. Oh, you got Ronaldinho, the best player in the world, so you're expecting him to do things by himself. Then you got Rivaldo. Then you're expecting him to do things by himself. Whereas this team now, obviously, Neymar's the bright spark for this team. Neymar.
But
Neymar's the bright spark. But you've got other people.
We've got other people. Yeah.
You've got supporting cast.
Yeah, because the thing is, before, I didn't think in the Brazil World Cup. Let's go back to the Brazil World Cup when Brazil was at home. You felt like as long as you get past Neymar, as long as you stop Neymar, you're good. You have to stop Neymar. But I feel this Brazil. You get the ball.
Brazil got more ammunition. They got more ammunition, bro.
Because Rafinha's no mug. You know what I'm saying? No mug. Richarlison's no mug. You know what I'm saying? Vinicius is going on with things right now. He's going into the World Cup as one of the top strikers in the world. Now, let me give you a choice right now. If you had a choice, Vinicius as a centre-back, who would you play against, Vinicius or Harry Kane? I'm going for Harry Kane, bro. I don't care.
All day long. All day long, we're going Harry Kane.
Forget Vinicius. He'll make Mugman off like an idiot, blood. You say Harry Kane should be like a Karim Benzema, and he really isn't for me. Yeah. He really isn't, because them are the same two type strikers. Yeah.
Lewandowski, Benzema, Harry Kane. Harry Kane. When you talk on them, you cannot talk in the same breath. Okay, you can't. It's disrespectful.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I don't think
disrespectful.
He's quite because Lewandowski's gone into Barcelona.
Do you know what it is, bro? I think he is world class. He is world class. He just plays for Tottenham, and that's the problem. He's world class, but he just plays for Tottenham. Because if Harry Kane was at Inter Milan, AC Milan, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Manchester United, bro, if you're looking at spearing him, he's pushing for trophies. At them clubs. He's pushing for trophies at them clubs. Whereas Tottenham, bro, and people might think because I'm an Arsenal fan, Tottenham are just Tottenham, bro.
Yeah. You know what though? But here's another thing I'm going to throw out there. If I'm looking, I know we're talking international really, but just briefly saying, if I'm looking at that Tottenham squad and I have to make my own squad of 11, I'm picking Son over Kane personally.
All day long, Marcus. All day long, bro. All day long.
So South Korea's got a better striker than England.
Bro, this is the reason, Marcus. The only reason Harry Kane, because Son's got pace so they can put him on the wing. That's the only reason Harry Kane gets the nod, really. Yeah. Because if you remember them seasons when Potts was there, and Harry Kane was having problems with his ankles. And Harry's out for 10 games, and Son. They didn't even look like they missed him because Son came in and banged off.
Simple thing, bro. And the thing is, Son came off the other day. They're struggling against Leicester. He come on and banged that hat trick, bro. Top bins are up, like ridiculous hat trick. So for me, going back to Vini Jr., you know what I'm saying? Brazil's got a very good problem because they start listening out. They got Richarlison. They got Vinny Jr. And I'm not forget Richarlison because he's technically for me not even on it. He might even start in the game. You got Neymar, you've got Rafinha, you've got Vinicius Jr. All three of them players are playing for top teams.
You got Rodrigo, you got Firmino,
you got Firmino.
Is Firmino in the squad?
You got Lucas Paqueta.
Yeah, bro. Pedro, Mateus Cunha.
Bro.
And the thing is, you got Jesus still ready to be born. You know what I mean?
He didn't even make the squad. He didn't even make the squad. That's the joke.
Jesus and Martinelli. You got Jesus and Martinelli to come in there.
Bro, Jesus and Martinelli, for me, in Brazil squads, yesteryear, and I'm talking about last year, would be in the squad right now. For some reason, Brazil has basically created a way of bringing up their players all around Europe. And now they've got not only ordinary, they've got special players all around Europe. You see Vinny Jr., he went to Real Madrid at the age of how much? 16 or so? 18. Literally, Brazilians have got us, I think, thanks to YouTube. They're just doing the show reels. And man's just buying Brazilians from the age of 18, 16. Portugal's got a bag of load of playing in the Portuguese leagues, and you got Shakhtar Donetsk. They were doing the same thing. They're literally going to Brazil, buying a bag of cheap Brazilians, and then they just smash it. And Fernandinho is one, you know. But for me, Brazil
been doing that for a minute, you know, like really like making sure that their younger players are out in the media. I remember when I started seeing like Ronaldinho videos, and it was just ridiculous. He had from the time he was young, man.
It's crazy. But then Brazil has another problem that I've never ever seen in my life. What goalkeeper do you pick? Have we ever seen?
Alisson all day.
Okay, but
Alisson all day.
Why you guys screw face like it's that easy, you know?
It is that easy. It's simple things.
It's easy, bro. I don't think Edison's that good a keeper. People try to make out, you know.
No, I hear what you're saying, but he's a good goalkeeper to have on the bench.
Yeah, he's a good goalie. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah.
I don't think he's as good as Alisson is head and shoulders above Edison.
Because
head and shoulders, he can save. If you look at Edison's goal, his goalkeeping is not great. Edison's best contribution is his distribution with his feet.
Yeah, man. That's what he has over Alisson, I must admit. Even though Alisson
has. Exactly. But you're a goalkeeper. Your best thing should be your hands.
Yeah.
It's not, and that's what I'm trying to show you, bro. Alisson's best contribution is his goalkeeping. He's a goalie. He hasn't got the best feet. We've seen that. But he can stop shots. Whereas Everson, sometimes some goals have gone in against Man City. You're thinking, God, he should have done better.
Yeah. No, 100%. I think, no, and the thing is now also centre back wise, you've got who they're picking centre back because you know what I'm saying, because that's a problem.
I don't understand how Thiago Silva's still in the squad, bro. I mean, Marquinhos I can understand, and them other man there, but
you got Marquinhos and you've got
my guy from them Brazilians do though. Them Brazilians use the edge to bring in the
youngers underneath the big man in it.
The youngers, so they can learn from Thiago. Experience, nothing beats experience, bro. So imagine, if you look, Milito's probably never, all them centre-backs have probably never been to a major tournament.
And
so when you've got
you got the pressure
Thiago Silva, you got a Thiago Silva there who can give you that experience. I think that's why, because I'm sure Dani Alves was in the last Brazilian squad.
Yeah.
They don't mind experience, bro. But the thing is, the way they play allows for experienced players.
But you know what?
Experience.
This is the difference of England and Brazil, though. Thiago Silva can still do a job at 37. That's the difference. You see, England think because you get to a certain age, you can't play football. And that's the problem. And this is why certain players don't, you know, with England. I mean, look, Teddy Sheringham was playing until he's 40, bro.
Yeah. He was never that. He have to rate. Yeah. As much as it annoyed me, he was annoyingly good player.
You have to rate Teddy Sheringham, bro. It wasn't the fastest geezer, but he could play ball.
Oh yeah, 100%. He may have but going to Brazil now, they've got the cover up in. They got literally they play 5 attackers and everybody else defends. Or like, bro, literally. And the problem is them attackers, bro. As a defender, bro, I know that Vinny would kill Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker was on the edge, you know what I'm saying, of his game. And Kyle Walker's one of the fastest defenders you're going to find, And the end of the day, so he had to come off injured, you know what I'm saying, because he just broke down because his body couldn't handle Vinny Jr. And then Vinny
gave him too much that night. I remember. I remember.
Even Reece James. I remember to our late Marcel. I was talking to Marcel about when Reece James tried to handle Vinny Jr. You could see that he was extra time. The man just fell out. He never had the energy.
Tired.
You know what I'm saying? He was tired.
In basketball, there's a thing that they say that when a player breaks your legs, you know, you're saying he does all this skill and everything else here, right? And he makes the player fall back because he doesn't know which way he's gonna go.
Bro,
that's what was going on. Vinny was just like playing with these bands, man. It was ridiculous.
It's scary. But the thing is, what Brazil used to have, they used Vinny Juniors used to be like the Denilsons of the world. So they'd bring him on and he'd be like, oh, can he do something? He's got fancy step overs. Rafinha, you can't have 1-on-1 with Rafinha, guys. You cannot have 1-on-1 on Vinny Jr. You have to have cover on a defender. Unless you're a world-class defenders, which are not, they haven't got many of them out there at the moment, yeah? You got problems. And the centre-back wise, Neymar, and all they need is somebody up front. Now, this is where I think Brazil, if Jesus was going on with things last season, I think this is where he would have fit in over Firmino. And I don't think Firmino would have been in the squad if Jesus was at Arsenal last season.
I think they'll probably play Rafinha down the middle, to tell the truth. Rafinha will probably play, not Rafinha, sorry, Richarlison. I think he'll probably play down the middle.
Yeah, I think they'll play Richarlison. I do. I think the man likes Richarlison. He's big and he's tall.
Yeah, he's tall. And
he's tall.
Bro, imagine England versus Brazil. Oh my goodness!
I think what happened for Gabriel Jesus, he flopped in the Copa Americas.
Yeah.
Because of that, Tite, the manager's not going to pick him.
Okay.
I don't believe Tite's going to pick him.
Okay.
Because they've been looking at some other Brazilian. There's some super Brazil kid. Another couple wonder kids centre forwards. Yeah, that's who they was looking at. That's why the two Gabriels from Arsenal didn't go.
That's
you got Gabriel Barbosa as well from Flamengo. He's looking to go as well.
But also you got the guy at Atletico Madrid, Cunha. You got Cunha. There's a load of Brazilians out there, bro.
There's a bag of Brazilians, bro. There's a bag of Brazilians looking for that number 9 top. Bag of them.
Bro, you got even what's his name? William? Not William. Is it William? By going to Afro that was at Arsenal and was at Chelsea all the time.
Yeah, William. William's still in there.
He's still floating about, bro, playing ball, man. You know what I mean?
But I don't think he made the squad though. I think he's like in the call-up thing. I don't think he made the final squad.
He's a backup guy. He's a good player to have. You know, when you just wanna, something happens last minute, you can just say, yo, Bridget, just come over here, man. You're married and settled down, man. You already married a long time. Just come and join up the squad and let's do this thing. And we just need somebody to add the mentality. But there's Brazil there. But I'm looking at let's go to Holland, because this is where I think a clever coach like Van Gaal with young, ruthless players. Yeah, young players. And what I like about the Dutch, which they didn't have, I always said to people, I like De Ligt. I really think he's a great centre-back. But he got exposed without Van Dijk in the last Euros. Without Van Dijk, without the pace next to him, he looks like a normal defender. He's not
that good a defender without somebody with pace.
He needs that. He's like a Vidic, you know, like Vidic. Vidic next to Rio.
Vidic needed Rio.
More than Rio needed Vidic. You know what I'm saying? But nobody would never say that. They'll always say the other way around. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? So for me now, you got a lot of young black defenders coming through, and I must admit, players that looked okay in the Euros, like the Dumfries, have gone to Inter with ambition. Malaysia, they're gone out, and I have to rate these young black boys in Holland, yeah? They're going out with Nato Sanchez. We all thought, you know what I mean, for Portugal, these guys in Europe, they go out there and says, you know what, I'm going to play ball. I am going out to do something and do a thing and raise up my game and step to the next level. When you look at the Dutch team, you could look at Timber. Timber had a conversation with Van Gaal. Van Gaal told him straight, if you're not going to start in the Man United team, don't go to Man United. I'm telling you straight, I will not pick you. You know what I'm saying? Now he's being rewarded because he might not be doing too brilliant in the Ajax league. He's doing all right in the Dutch league. You know what I'm saying? But he's starting over De Ligt, and he's next to Van Dijk. You got Timber, and you got my guy from Man City, Hullitson. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I was just about to say that. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Aki and Van Dijk combination at the World Cup, because he's been playing regularly for City. You know.
So I noticed that because he didn't play much last season for City. No. Because remember, they tried to sell him. He was going to go to Chelsea. 50
million.
And then City have kept him.
Yeah, Kitty. And
Good defender.
Decent
Good
defender. I just think it's a height thing. But with the Dutch, the way they play football, as we know from the Ronald Koeman days, you know what I mean? We know the Dutch don't play traditional type of centre-backs out there. They don't mind the short centre-backs. They're into playing football out. But you have to say...
The Dutch don't care about height. As long as you've got the ability to do what you're supposed to do. They don't care.
Yeah. But
they don't care. And that's why they are the way they are.
And they got energy, but guys, they're young black players in Holland. You know, I mean, I have to salute the Dumfries of the world. I actually thought he was nothing special, but he's gone to Inter, bro. And listen, he don't stop running. And one thing
the players like Dumfries, they kind of remind me of your Ashley Youngs. He's like not the most fantastic player, but solid. That's where I see him.
They can defend. They can put a cross in. And trust me, you as a defender, you better be good. You as an attacker, you better be good because you can't just beat them normally. You know what I'm saying? But I see Dumfries doing one. You know when a striker beats the defender and he has to pass to somebody on the left, coming on the right, and it's Dumfries. I'm going, what the hell are you doing in the box? Shouldn't you be right? You know what I mean? He's a proper right wing back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely proper. So like, the Dutch have got a decent squad. The only thing is the striking options as the, you know, the smaller nations always suffer is that they don't really always have a quality striker.
Apart from
Van Basten,
Bergkamp, Van Hooijdonk,
and Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah. What about Bergkamp? Or you wouldn't say Bergkamp was a striker?
Bergkamp's not a number 9. He's not a number. He's never been a number 9. Never been a number 9 in his life. Bergkamp never. Roy McKay.
You remember they had that Keith. Is it Keith? Like that? Is that Keith? Oh, Vim Keith or Vim? When they won it, I think they got to the final. Oh, yeah.
You're talking yesteryears now. You're going way back. You're going way back now. Vim Keith and all them things there, bro. Come on.
Yo, man.
But Holland really have never had great number apart from Van Basten, who we spoke about. They've had Van Hooijdonks and Van Nistelrooys, but they're not really known for number 9s.
But Hasselbank?
Number 9s.
What did you say Hasselbank is a number 9?
Hasselbank, Hasselbank was a number 9. Couldn't run though, wasn't fast because of his knock knees and that. He wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But
he was strong. He was strong on the ball, but he wasn't
an ox, but he couldn't run. He couldn't run. He wasn't really pacey. So for me, that's probably where the Dutch fall short. But Depay seems to be getting good numbers. He's got good numbers for the Dutch.
Yeah. But the thing is with Depay, he slows down the game sometimes too much. He gets the ball one-on-one and he likes to...
Yeah, he's not a reactive player. He's
a bit like, you know, the striker there in our team, Anthony, Kyran. Yeah, he doesn't know how to just get the ball and go to the goals. He got one man to beat, but he waits. Yeah, he brings and everybody
slows it down, makes them bring all the defenders back, and everything. The chance is gone. The chance is gone.
That's Depay. That is Depay all day. But they got that guy. You got De Jong. De Jong's big brother, and they've got that guy that went to Burnley, that big tall guy.
Yeah, I know you're about.
Yeah, they got a couple guys who can do a job. He's a bit like a Huntelaar. Yeah, he's like a Huntelaar guy. You know what I mean? But not quite international standard or world class, but they're good enough to do a job. So it's going to be interesting for them anyway. So yeah, coming into the World Cup, I think the best of a bad bunch in Europe. I think. But the problem is France, man. Let's end on this note, guys. You know, France, the saga is between Mbappe dating somebody that may not be our cup of tea, to Mbappe getting too much money, to Mbappe telling France, you need to sort out the rides. Mbappe, the superstar baller, but can Mbappe put all these dramas aside and lead this France? Can he lead the French team? Because he didn't lead. He wasn't leading last time. Can he do it?
Okay, he flopped at the Euros. Everybody knows that. I don't think he scored a single goal. And then even after the Euros, he was suffering from that because I think the first 3-4 games back for PSG, he didn't score any goals then either. But let's be straight. Mbappe's the truth.
I did a speak up there, so like that.
If we come and get to 21 and say yes, this one. Then we'll right there. Okay.
Wait a second. Let's put Adi on mute. Yeah, that's better. Go on.
But yeah, so for me, Mbappe is the truth, and he's surrounded by, again, when you look at the French squad, they've got some ballers in there, because you're talking about obviously Mbappe, Camavinga. People don't rate Griezmann anymore. I still think he's a top player. Tchouaméni, Saliba's obviously going about business. Pavard. So they've got some quality players there, which I think will go and do a good job. So, but yeah, it's like what we were saying before. You look at players, yeah, and and you say Mbappe, can he leave France? You got to give France a big chance just solely because they got Mbappe up front.
And on top of that, bro, it's like even if Mbappe get injured, it's like, bro, their second team, the under-21 squad could get to the semi-finals of the World Cup. They just literally have a conveyor belt of players, as you said. That's just ridiculous, bro. Like Tchouaméni, like we weren't even talking about these guys, but I do think Deschamps is a bit of a Gareth Southgate. Yeah, and I feel,
agree with that.
I'm saying, and I feel that Zidane would have been a better bet. You know what I'm saying? And I think they've been dying to do that. It's like, bro, you're going into a fight with the guy with a guy with, you know, the World War One rifles. You call it ball, and you have to pull up like that, pull a bullet like that. You've got a semi-automatic. That's what Deschamps got for the past X amount of tournaments. He's just going, man can't even get a bullet off.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you now, yeah, if France end up having a bad tournament like they did in the Euros, I reckon we'll see Zidane. I do reckon we'll see Zidane. Zidane, I think, is such a patriot for his country. It doesn't matter what club he's at. I think he'll go. But,
He's waiting for the job, bro. Everybody knows he's waiting for the job. He's just waiting. He said, once that World Cup's done, I'm taking over, because the youths that are coming through, bro, they're all listening, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you got like Mbappe, Benzema, my guy at RB Leipzig. He's no more, bro. And they've got a bunch of decent strikers out there, bro. Giroud is going on with things as well, bro. He's absolutely going with things. So I'm thinking they've got, technically, bro, they've got more world class. Their top 30 players. How many England? If you was going their top 30 players, how many England players will get into that top 30? What's like in there? Bro, not many. Not one player. Not one player in England team does France desire. Not one.
Yeah. I mean, Journey.
Oh, is that you're back, Anthony?
You know what? No, actually, you know what? There isn't a player in that squad there that I would swap out for any players in the England team. Maybe
Pickford for Lloris.
Maybe. I don't even know. Maybe Rabiot. I might take out Rabiot, and then I'll put in Bellingham.
But the thing is, bro,
he's the only one.
Rabiot shouldn't even be starting the French team, bro. They got the man over Real Madrid, and you look at even the AC Milan goalkeeper. He's French. Yeah. He should be starting over Lloris. He's going on with absolutely things in France.
I think this is going to be the first tournament in a while that they've not had Pogba, isn't it?
Oh, bro, that's a blessing in disguise, bro. No Pogba and no Griezmann. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
No, Griezmann's made it, but Pogba, I think.
Bro, he shouldn't be in the squad.
Pogba always performed internationally.
Griezmann is part of the Deschamps club. He's not done enough for me to be in that squad over them players. There's too many players that are doing it right now for the French. You know what I mean? Bro, you can go to the French league itself. Look at the top young ballers that got coming in there. The action, the all action. Griezmann has not been in form for 2 years. He cannot be going to the World Cup. Cannot.
He's going anyway, and you know what?
He ain't going, bro. For me, he don't deserve to go, bro.
I think that's probably a national thing, because the country love him, bro. The country love Griezmann.
Griezmann's Portuguese, by the way.
I think the country picked him, bro.
bro, listen, man. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I think we got Anthony coming, so he will explain it. He'll be the French. Anthony, you know, we was just saying, as is logging in, man. We're gonna ask Anthony, man, because for me, like you said,
even though you reckon that Pogba's a blessing, I still think here that French midfield of Camavinga, Pogba and Tchouaméni, bro, that's a business.
Bro, Pogba, for me, Griezmann and Pogba should be watching the World Cup from the stands, because they got enough there to deal with it, bro.
Maybe Griezmann, I'll say that about, but like I said, Pogba for me, even he could be having the worst game for his club, but when he goes to France, he always pulls it out. I'm telling you.
Because he's got because he's got my boy there from Chelsea next to him doing all the dirty work. So where does my guy go? What's his name? I can't believe I forgot his name.
Camavinga.
No, Chelsea. He's injured at the moment. Kante.
Kante.
Where does he go? I'll pick him over. I'll pick him before Pogba.
I'll play 4-4-2. Play him just behind the midfield.
Okay. So we say so guys, Auntie's mom's birthday, so he's jumping in and out at the thing there still, yeah. So it's just saying happy birthday to his mom. His mom's 90. Big up to his mom there still, yeah. Nothing but love, mommy. You know what I'm saying? In a lovely traditional West Indian Birmingham voice, yeah. Hello,
but yeah, I'd play Kante just behind a free midfield. So it'd be Kante, then it'd be Camavinga, Pogba, and Tchouaméni. Yeah, right. So you're having just like a solid midfield, and then you'd have like inverted wing backs. So you'd have the two CBs, the inverted wing backs that can run the wings, and then I would have the two strikers.
But you got you got the mutes like Hernandez are doing things like Ace and Milan and all these guys. Bro, they've got players.
Yeah,
all over the place.
I can't even lie.
Bro, it's ridiculous. So for me, Deschamps messed this up. It really has messed this up, man. You know what I'm saying? So for me now, guys, that's where I'm at with when it comes to that, bro. We'll be able to get 1 second, Anthony. Do you want to make a quick comment on the French thing, bro, before we go? Let me see if I can get him on. Yo, Auntie.
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Right, bro. Just want to have your comment on the French situation, because I don't reckon Griezmann should be there. I don't think Pogba deserves to be there.
No, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. It's like the Griezmann thing is like Gareth Southgate. Man's plays half an hour for Atletico Madrid every week. That's part of the loan agreement he's got with Barcelona. He can only play 30 minutes. So how is this geezer getting into the squad playing 30 minutes?
No, like I was saying, it's because the country love him, bro. The French love Griezmann, so the country picked him.
It doesn't matter. This is the problem. It doesn't matter how much your country loves you. If you're not fitting the criteria to be picked, you can't be picked.
Amen.
The old French club needs to stop. This is what's ruining the football.
Yep.
Because like Roger says, there's ballers out there who are playing week in, week out in League One or whatever, not getting picked. Yep. My man plays 30 minutes every week in Atletico. That's not good enough to be being picked for international.
Yeah,
He's playing more than Maguire is. Anyway.
Oh gosh,
come round.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, guys.
No, you're not coming at the front. Come on.
You have to mute him, man. You have to mute him.
Yeah, okay. So guys, Auntie's going to prayer meeting with his mommy and anything like that. So yeah, it's the church van still anyway. But no, but 100%. I think that it's going to be interesting squad pick for France. And I think, guys, to be honest, we could literally do a show on every single of the main teams, because they've got some dilemmas right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the teams have got dilemmas. You got the likes of Argentina. That's going to be looking good for the World Cup. We've got the likes of... like, I'm looking at the top of the leagues now, bro. Like, I'm just looking at the nation leagues in Europe. Croatia's top of their league. Denmark is top of their league. Croatia and Denmark are two decent teams that you don't really want to bump into. You've got Portugal and Spain. Portugal, what I love about Portugal, they just mean, obviously, apart from being Portuguese descent, there's a bunch of mean brothers. They understand winning at all costs, even if it's a friendly, they'll win a dirt. They like the winning ugly. This is the Portugal team. Italy's top of the group with Germany, but obviously you got Germany in that group anyway. So imagine Germany, England bottom, bro. That's jokes. Netherlands and Belgium, two teams that cause problems. I do believe Holland is better than Belgium. Let's have a look.
Oh, I don't know. I'd say they're about even around about now.
What's that? No, not according to his ratings, bro. Holland's banged them twice, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, they've done the business, but I think like went pound for pound, player for player. I think, I don't know, man. you're talking about a Belgium team with man like De Bruyne and them man in there, you know. So they'll say De Bruyne is better than like all the midfielders and strikers put together. So,
Yo, but they got the pace, man. They got every man running around him like crazy, bro. You can have all the team, but as long as the rest of the team is running like crazy, you can't hang on that man still anyway. So, but either way, guys, like, it's gonna be a very, very interesting World Cup. Obviously, guys, we're gonna have the World Cup in the winter. So I'm still just don't get this concept, Mark. I still don't believe this is happening. You know what I mean? It's like the weirdest. And I think they're saying that the World Cup will be starting a week after the season's. After the Premier League games, you got the Premier League game, then a week after it's going to be the World Cup kick-off.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing there, because usually, like, you know, World Cup kicks off June, July kind of time. You know what I'm saying? So they try to fit it in between the breaks of the leagues and like then a little bit of spillage over. But to have it now, it's like. It's mad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. No, 100%.
It really is bad.
No, it's real weird. And it's still going to be hot in Dubai anyway. So you know, it's just like it's gonna be very, very interesting how things go.
It'll be winter for us, but over there they won't know no different, man.
Brethren, I'd love to go over there watch a game, bro. We could commentate right from there, bro. Like this. I'll be commentating the Brazil team. I'll be like, go! You know what's it? And then we love that flavor, man. But listen. We're not going to be talking about no Premiership. We're not going to be talking about no transfers today, guys. So we're not even going to touch it, guys. We're not talking about the fact that Man United is above Liverpool. We're not going to be talking about any of them factors anyway. So yeah, we're not going to talk about that Arsenal's top of the league. We're not bringing in anything like that. So that's for the next show, guys. So we can't be bringing that into the fact anyway. So but listen, guys, thanks for your time. I know Auntie's been dropping in and out, but it is Mum's 90th. So Mummy Anthony, nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? And health and blessings, man. You know what I mean? A beautiful yardage, a beautiful innings. Amazing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Amazing. We give God the glory for that one. But listen, DJ Marks, thanks again. And we'll be back again, guys. Yeah, talking from the black man perspective. This is how we do it here. I don't think it's extra celebrating Gospel music back over to you. Nothing but love, peeps.
Thanks for watching this content. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to Affinity Extra 24/7 at affinityextra.com. Don't forget to follow us as well on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter @/Affinity Extra. If you wish to support us or if you want supporting as an artist, go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/Affinity Extra, and don't forget to be